Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Church Room's Weird Show. My name is Aaron, and in this video I will be talking about my dreams, both regular ones and from the Lord. In the name of Jesus, let's do this. This video is inspired by Lavender Town. She just recently did a video on her dreams. The poor girl has some interesting nightmares. I, on the other hand, very rarely have dreams, let alone nightmares.
Wow. Save the belittling of you to us, please. Yeah, you're going to put us out of a job.
I mean literal dreams, not ambitions. I'm not sure how I don't dream much. I get 8 hours of sleep, and you're supposed to dream the most during REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep. In order to get enough REM sleep, you need to get 8 hours of sleep. Let me know in the comments section below if not dreaming is normal. Anywho, when I do dream, I have a variety of weird dreams. One that I recently had was actually between being awake and asleep.
Doesn't that make everything you just said pointless?
Not really. I had this dream a month ago, and the one before that was a month prior. And the one before that one was at least 6 months ago. And REM sleep is when you dream the most, but not necessarily the only time. In the last dream I had, I almost got isekai'd. Now, Truck Coon had nothing to do with it, nor was any of that reincarnation crap involved. It was just a portal. I specifically dreamed that while I was laying in bed, a portal of some sort opened up over me, and there was a princess, and some of the people were trying to pull me into their world. If I remember right, they even called me hero. Unfortunately, when they tried to pull me into their world, they could only grab some sort of shadow from me. They seemed pretty desperate and kept trying, but I eventually fell completely asleep and didn't dream anything else. I don't think there is any spiritual significance to it, but looking back at it, that ordeal with the shadow is kinda creepy. And for anyone that doesn't know, isekai is a genre of anime and manga where someone is transported to another world. And Truck Coon is a joke referring to the cliche of how a lot of protagonists get hit by a truck and die in the beginning of a story. But wait! There's more. Well, several, actually. We're not quite halfway through with the video yet. Now, this next dream is actually a set of similar dreams, but each time was different, so I'm not sure if it qualifies as a reoccurring dream. The first couple times I've had these dreams, I was flying around my parents' house. And by flying, I don't mean like in an airplane or a helicopter, but like Peter Pan flying. And it felt real. In some of them, I was aware that I was dreaming too. So at first, it was flying around my parents' house and the woods behind them. Then at some point, I stopped dreaming of flying around my parents' house and dreamed of flying around elsewhere. I'm not sure when, but after a few of those, it changed into flying in various wooded places, trying to see how high I could fly, and then it became flying around with people I felt like I knew but couldn't recognize, exploring the forest and swamp we were in. And keep in mind, this took place over the course of 5 or 6 dreams for 8 years or so. And yes, there's another. Don't worry, we're getting to the religious one. This next one is similar to the last one, a little bit. It felt real, and I was flying again. I was flying in a hot air balloon this time, and I actually had a destination in mind. I think the destination was a carnival or a fair, but I'm not sure. All I remember about the destination is that there was a giant Ferris wheel involved. The journey and dream was really long for some reason. I flew through mountains, over an ocean, and through a storm, all at night. It was fairly dramatic, and kind of fun. And now, for the first of the last two. This one may or may not be from the Lord. The theme, if you will, is very different from the previous ones. At the same time, I had pizza and fettuccine alfredo for dinner that night, so it may be a result of eating a combination of weird foods. In this one, I was hanging out with friends, and one of them got into a predicament where we ended up looking at her mattress. Don't ask how. I don't remember. When we looked at her mattress, one side was completely fine, and the other side was a disgusting mess with bugs crawling out of it. The reason that I think it could be from the Lord is that there is a message and lesson in this dream. and that is that nobody is perfect, which can be backed by the Bible. Romans 3:23 says, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the last dream for the video, and the one I am most certain was from the Lord. In this dream, I was at a house, and for some reason, I was checking out the crawl space. This particular crawl space was like a half basement thing with furniture and carpet. It was tall enough for the furniture to fit, but not tall enough to walk in without crouching. Because of this, it was abandoned and dirty. But suddenly, the space got tall enough to walk in, and everything became clean. If this was indeed from the Lord, I feel like He was saying to me that there is something that was made to be good, but wasn't really. But God will restore it. But honestly, I'm not entirely certain as to what, so it could have been a normal dream. Since it is so different from the first ones, it could be from Him though. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and hit that bell notification. Also leave a prayer request in the comment section below.